Hey guys, DIY Canadian guy here. Check out this video on how to polish your headlights and make them wonderful again. Stay tuned. This is Simonez kit, headlight renewal kit. Comes with a few buffer pads. Comes with a 2000, 3000, and a 4000 sanding kit and a buffer pad. And some cloth and a headlight polish. Got some distilled water. This is what we've got going on so far. I've just applied it. 2000 grit going in circles so far. This is before. So this is what my headlights look like beforehand. And so far, this is the process of it being cleaned. So what I'll do is I'll set you guys up so you can see what's going on and all that good stuff. Hopefully it works well for you. I think you can see everything there. Perfect. But yeah, so I'm just at the step where I'm pouring a little bit of clean water on there. I'm using distilled water. So add a little bit to get into this paste, this polish. So it tells you to add clean water as you go, especially if your lights are really bad. So that's what I'm using. Clean distilled water. I'm just rubbing back and forth, going up and down, doing little circles, kind of making all these lines a little bit even. I'll switch to the next pad. Just like any polish, when you polish your car, you polish anything, you want to have constant drippage on there, like water, so you don't get like, basically, you can't really see it from here, but there's, starting to get like this dry streak at the top. You don't really want that. Just saying. Probably best if I just dripped on here. There's a hole in here. That works. Basically get it all soapy consistency. Kind of how I've got it there. So I'm just applying water as I sand it down. I've already gone up a grit, so you guys know. If you guys are really keen, like, this is an old beater car, so I'm not too worried about, you know, getting this, like the hood or anything. Because if anything, it could probably use it. But with your newer cars, if you're doing this with a newer car, I'd advise opening your hood, masking off the sides of your lights, like tapage kind of deal, so you don't ruin them, or you don't ruin the paint job. So you'll see micro scratches in there from these. So I'm going to rub this off and show you what it's like so far. It's looking okay, I'd say, for first coat. That is just first two sandings compared to this light. We're looking okay. It's starting to come together. This is the 3000. Next will be 4000. So I'm going to go at it with the 3000 a bit longer, and then I'll add some more paste, and we'll start doing the 4000. Sorry about the angle. If you guys don't like that, well, it's the best you get. Sorry. I don't have any camera holders yet, so it tells you to just put this stuff in an X on the pad, but let's be honest here, a little dab will never hurt anybody. So it's always good to have a decent coat on there, keeping it always wet. You never want to push too hard either. You can damage things if you push too hard. So you just want to kind of stay in your one spot. Go at that spot for a little bit, and then kind of go on to the next spot. Do that part, get that part really good. Do that next part really good. So make sure you're in sync with all your parts. You know, you're not just doing the top part of your lens because you'll mess it up. So this car is a 2002 Nissan Altima, and the headlights in these things really love to get like all orange and gross and fadey. And I just installed new LEDs on this about a month ago, so I haven't really had the time since, but now I'm just trying to make it look good. Seems to be working a bit, I'd say. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this cleaner. It was on sale, actually. It was the cheapest one in the store, even before it was on sale. So I was kind of expecting not the best results out of this. But if you guys have used this before, you know, put in the comments if you did it any different. I'm sure I'll hear it in the comments. Oh, I need to be rubbing in circles or doing this or doing that, but again, this is just a beater, and this is DIY Canadian, guys, so, you know, if you do what I do, you're likely to relatively be in luck, because I've been doing this, and it's starting to look real clear, even with this polish on now, so I've been going on for a few minutes, just talking to you guys, and now I'll go a little bit more intense, kind of get this last little rush down, and then I'm going to move over to the 4000 and then the buff. Alright? So I'm only doing one at a time to show you the difference. Like, if it was just me doing this, I'd be doing both headlights, but I want to be able to see the before and after. So that's kind of what I'm working towards right now. So here's the 4000. So the 4000 disc I'm putting on right now. Kind of clear up all that old stuff. Do this. Let's wipe it away off the headlight. And we'll go again. Alright, for this last one I'm going to put it, as it said too, I'm going to put an X on the pad. X plus, whatever you want to call it, as long as it's on there. You lather around a bit, you're good. Well, the reason they have grit, like different grits for these, is because, well, as you can see, I'm trying to wipe this on and it's not working that well. Grit really matters for consistency and smoothness. So if you just put on the 2000 grit and you did this, you'd see a lot of micro scratches in this headlight. The 4000 is a really fine grain. So that's why you don't really see any of the lines. And that's what you want. You want a glass headlight, right? Even though they're made out of plastic, whatever. Essentially you want a glass finish. So, you know, they don't mess around with this stuff, which I like. I paid $13 for this at Canadian Tire. And this is the 4000 grit. This is the last pad, copy. So after this, it'll be the buffing pad, and the buffing pad finishes everything up. It makes it all smooth and clean and all that good stuff. So. Just remember, it only takes 10-15 minutes of work for your car to look that extra little bit good, you know? And it's awesome. It's really good for the car. especially if you want to resell it. People look at little things like headlights. You'd be surprised. But I mean, it helps with your pictures too if you want to try and sell a car, if you just want better visibility at night, for the most part. That's the reason I'm doing this, because the headlights at night are just not that good. And even with these new LEDs that I just put in here, I'm not too happy with how bright it is, so. Let's see it, shall we? I haven't even hit it with the buffing pad yet. Hot dang. You tell me that don't look good. That was just 4,000, boys and girls, whoever's watching. I appreciate you. Wow, look at that. Compared to this, ew, gross. Probably harder to see because it's kind of dark, but I mean, you can definitely tell. You can see the actual reflections and everything. So far it's working okay, I would say. I mean, probably not the best. I mean, it's working pretty good, but, you know, I guess everyone has their own preferences, right? So, here we go. I'll keep going for you guys. Hope that's at a good angle for you. So I'm going to do the last buffing pad. I'm just going to... And by the way, if you're putting these sand things down, you're going to reuse them. Put the end you're using face up so you don't get any dirt or anything inside the component itself, because that'll cause scratches and all that good stuff. So for this, you just want a tiny dab of water. Want to let it soak into that pad a bit. So you kind of start going at this buffing process. Buffing is just basically when you're sanding, what you're doing is you're causing scratches, a shit ton of scratches. When you buff, you're basically mending those scratches together. So with this, you're going to want to go in circles, because this buffing pad causes everything to form together. And you don't want everything to form together in lines. You want it to form together all in one. And you'll have a way less likely chance of seeing it if you do it circular, like the way I'm doing right now. See? And the polish is starting to go away. That's actually what you want with the buffing pad. You can actually start to see the headlight without, you know, adding or using the towel or anything. So I want to show you the difference between the headlights. Can't really see it while it's on, but you can definitely tell the clearance difference. That's for sure. Because this one is the non-polished headlight. This is the polished headlight. Turn it off so you guys can see better. This is the lens I just polished. I'm going to clean up all those runs after. This is one that still needs to be polished. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, follow for more content. I'm going to be coming out with merchandise soon, so I can start doing new stuff on this channel. I want to make it a big channel. It'll be like the biggest Canadian channel out there, so let me know any ideas you guys got. I'm up for anything. Let me know. Have a good one. See you DIYers.